I have to eat my words. Play in Australia is now underway, first being kicked off with the A Day at the Drive exhibition in Adelaide. This event was a big success, but started off a bit wary with Novak Djokovic withdrawing from his match against Jannik Sinner due to a nasty blister on his hand. Countryman Filip Krajinovic took his place for a set before Novak decided to play the second. Both Serbs beat Sinner 3-3, playing great sets of their own. Afterwards was the biggest match of the day, Serena Williams against Naomi Osaka. The match was okay. Both players of course didn't go all out and had to work on some issues, but it was a decent watch nonetheless. Serena beat Naomi 6-2, 2-6, 10-7, but there were some notable moments aside from the match itself. First were both players' reactions to the mini explosives on the walkout. Then of course were their positive interactions with one another before, during, and after the exhibition. This was great to see because first, I'm a big fan of both women. I also like how Naomi, who is now very well accomplished and a growing icon herself, still has that reverence for her idol Serena. Just yesterday in her pre-tournament press conference ahead of the Gippsland trophy, Naomi said this about the A Day at the Drive. "My mind doesn't really stress too much on exhibitions," Osaka said. "It was just fun for me to share the court with Serena and just see fans and the audience. I wasn't really taking it too seriously as a match, but it was fun to be able to hit with her and stuff. I would say during the exhibition, I just tried to have fun and experiment a little. I feel like there's a lot of shots that I'm missing. I would love to be able to do them properly, be confident with how I feel about it. Drop shots are one of those shots. I feel like I'm getting better at slicing. That's something that I practiced during the off season." Then when a reporter asked how she was grappling with being the face of women's tennis now, the Japanese woman made sure to give credit to the GOAT.
Honestly, I don't feel that way. I think, I don't know, there's so many interesting new people. I think I'm one of the new people, and I don't know, as long as Serena's here, I think she's the face of women's tennis.
I agree with Naomi, although she is fast rising in popularity and getting endorsement deals left and right. Serena is still by far the biggest draw for women's tennis, but once she does retire, I think Osaka will be next in line. She is already following in Serena's footsteps in terms of scheduling, taking a month off from competition, skipping the WTA 1000 in Dubai. I really wouldn't be surprised if she never played there again, to be honest. I know the Williams sisters have not played in the Middle East since 2015, which is likely due to them playing Indian Wells again and wanting to have smarter schedules. Osaka could be wanting to lengthen her career even more by only playing tournaments that she's truly motivated to win. She skipped the Middle East last year actually to recover mentally after a mini slump from Australia to the Fed Cup. Now back to the A Day at the Drive, two other entertaining matches went down, Nadal beating Team 7-5, 6-4, and Halep taking out Barty 3-6, 6-1, 10-8. The most striking thing to me though was the fact that there is a packed house and everything just seemed carefree. The spectators didn't have to wear masks during the match as Australia is practically COVID free with 0 active cases. The players definitely enjoyed it too, all of them saying how refreshing it was to see an actual decent sized crowd. It truly felt like an alternative universe with players being able to hug and handshake freely, and Djokovic for example, being able to go to a public park for a period of relaxation. I do want to apologize for Tennis Australia for kind of blowing the whole hard quarantine ordeal out of proportion. Yes, those players unfortunately are at a disadvantage, but the rewards of a strict regime are fruitful. I honestly did not know that after the quarantine the players would have this level of freedom, which shows me how under control Australia has this entire situation. It is kind of upsetting as an American because our situation is totally different, but that's a whole other conversation. Australia's sound governance allowed the Aussie Open to operate at 50% capacity, permitting 30,000 spectators per day. Finals weekend will be raised to 75% capacity. In comparison, the US Open prohibited spectators altogether, while Roland Garros only allowed 1,000 fans a day. Before the Slam though, we have 6 different pro tournaments going on in Melbourne Park right now. So far, the WTA 500s, the Gippsland Trophy, and Yarra Valley Classic have started, and I'll go through some of the results and upcoming matchups. First, with the Yarra Valley Classic, headlined by Barty, Cannon, Serena, and Kvitova, Venus Williams has set up a blockbuster second round with Petra herself. Venus looked very impressive in her opening round win over Arantxa, beating the Dutch woman 6-1, 6-3. This entire match was a pleasure to watch as a Venus fan. She was firing on all cylinders. She moved well, hit her forehand strongly, and didn't drop serve once. I also liked her aggressive go-getter attitude as she shouted some come-ons, which is typically rare for her. This was actually just her second win since 2019, and she definitely should have had more last season, but she couldn't take advantage of her opportunities. It seems as this year though she'll take no prisoners, and it is incredible how at 40 years old she continues to work on her game and continues to excel. Her next match against Petra will be tough, but she can for sure take out the 4th seed. Those two will play sometime tomorrow. That's all for this video, and let me know your thoughts about Naomi's statements. Also, make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell so you're notified when I make my commentary about Serena, Naomi, and the other top players' opening round matches. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time here on Grand Slam Tennis News Today.